You got a microphone?
Is that turned on?
You got a microphone? I got a microphone. You should be good to go. You are live. Just don't hold it too close. We know how excited.
I'll talk low. I'll talk in my low voice. This is my first time I sat down all day, dude.
You know, I believe that. Knowing you.
First time. This is Can I take a breath real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. We are here by the pond. Yeah.
Dude,
relaxing, enjoying
a Tuesday night, man. Tuesday. I think this is where Paso is the best.
Yes.
Right here, right now.
Shines for sure this time of year. My absolute favorite. Summer nights are pretty amazing.
We've talked about it before, the diurnal shifts that we have here, right? It was smoking today.
Pretty warm.
I was on that court for about 2.5 hours, and just, by the way, side note, I played with some guys in tennis today that I've never played before. They schooled me. And I think I'm a pretty good tennis player. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. So fun.
Good
so
to
fun.
hear.
So anyways,
Good to hear.
you know, then I ran out and did the other errands, and now I'm here.
And you're the reason we're here this week.
I know you're interviewing me or something like that.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the extent. I mean, we'll kind of start off easy, but hopefully by the end of the day, everyone out there learned something about Brandon. Brandon learned something about Brandon.
Oh, you're going to unpack me that much? I'm
we are
introspective on this?
We're we'll see. Maybe
Do I have
not.
to pay you this? Am I trading wine for this session?
Yes,
Or what?
absolutely. Yeah, I'm certified somewhere. Something. I'll find the sheet and provide it to you. Yeah. So this is kind of the start of a series. We'll see how far into the crew we can go. There's not too many of us here,
There's
so
not too many of us.
I should be able to make our rounds.
Yeah. If you want to ask questions, though, we can't see anything right now, so just ask questions, and we'll come back and respond after the session.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Today is just the two of us. We're keeping it intimate.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Sorry.
No, it's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. So yeah, just to start easy.
Bring it.
What do you got going on these days here?
Here?
Yeah, TH. What are we doing here?
Oh, you know what my favorite thing to do at TH is? I mean, besides hanging with you guys, obviously. I love connecting members. I just love it. It's been so cool, this whole kind of like lockdown thing we had, to reach out, to talk to them, to speak with them, to have a conversation with them. I think that what that really builds is a sense of community, a sense of place, and being able to. We had members now that have come here since I've talked to them, and it's just such a. I've never met them in person, but I know them.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And so they come out here and they have this great tasting out in this beautiful pond tasting experience, and it's just been it's really cool. Also, I'm always asking questions, always trying to learn as much as possible. I'm the newbie here, so as much as possible, really trying to drive the education as much as possible, as much as I can every single day. On my days off, you know what I do. I just go.
Yes. Not only is this guy, a wonderful spokesman, but he is also a client. Brandon enjoys a good amount of the wines here. Makes me feel really good about what I'm doing.
We actually have a competition of our LTV, or which means lifetime value, and I have surpassed Phil. Phil, how long have you been here for?
Some time now. This is 5 years running. So that
I've
was
been
some speedy work that you put in there.
Well, look, you know why? It's because the wife loves the crew, and she just look. I don't actually necessarily agree with happy wife, happy life. I don't like that. I think more the terminology is happy. How do you put this? How would you put this? It's a partnership. When partners are happy, life is happy. Not one person over the other.
There you go. The team aspect there.
The team. Oh, all day, all day. We So on my days off, when I'm not here, super active. And today, guess what I got to do?
What'd you get to do?
Well, got to play some epic tennis earlier. And I'm bringing, the guys want pig pool. Next time they want the pig pool. So I got to bring that to them. Secondly, I got to see Full Draw today.
Nice.
Full Draw is a great winery. And Connor back there, great job over there. They invited a very select, small kind of like crew over there. And They had the bamboo.
Yeah, they do.
Did
they
you
do
try
a
the
fancy-
bamboo?
Yeah.
You tried the bamboo?
Very tasty. Very tasty.
We got some bottles.
Yeah, I'm sure. Had I known that you were heading that way, I might have slipped you a little bit of money and snagged me some. But
Yeah.
I'll reach out to them.
Okay, reach out to them.
They're very friendly and amenable people. I'm sure I can make my way that way. But a very, very fun stop.
Yeah.
So speaking of pick pool, that is what we have in the glass because this part of the segment will be what is everybody's favorite wine.
Oh, nice.
While favorite current wine. Why pick pool right now?
My palate changes with our California seasons. I mean, I don't know if we have seasons here, but
we get at least two of them.
These two of them.
Summer and winter.
Hot, cold.
Yeah.
So right now, with Paso being this beautiful place it is, I just I'm really like the brightness of the pick pool. I love the freshness. I love that Meyer lemon zing that comes through. I like the crispness. I like how it just hits your palate and kind of like, this is gonna be a bad analogy. But Pop Rocks, right? It kind of goes ping, 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 ping. Not as intense, but it gives you that nice acidity. I love that bite. My mom, who's visiting, love her to death, but she brought nothing against this, but a lot of Chardonnay that has a lot of oak on it. And there's a time and place for that, but I just can't do it.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. No, I can see, actually double back to the Pop Rocks, and I can see one of the things about pick pool that always kind of stands out to me is the fact that it's got this bright acidity clean through. From the moment, like some other whites, the acidity really kind of builds on the wine and hits on the finish. This is just right out the gate. You're gonna get that acidity. You're gonna kind of feel that on the tongue. It's gonna,
And I would say what I love the word you use there, clean. It's clean brightness. So it's not like it doesn't have funk. It's just super clean and bright. It's like, hello, my name is Pigpool. It's really nice to meet you.
Yeah. It's done kind of in a little more like that.
What's our style here?
So this is all fermented in neutral oak.
Neutral. Okay, I thought so.
And so the whole idea behind fermenting it in the oak instead of like a stainless steel vessel like you might do is to let it breathe, to keep it more on the citrus driven side of it versus pick pool can sometimes have a little bit of a funk to it.
Yeah.
Little reductive kind of thing going on.
Gotcha.
That would be if we kind of did it in stainless. And I'll actually do a very small portion in stainless to kind of like blend that in. But we keep most of it in just neutral French oak at cellar temperature. So
do you realize that how much we're selling a pig port now when people come out here? It's
not
not even on the tasting menu. I just talk about it, and they're like, "We will buy some," because it's just they get that we're tasting the Gap Cuvée right now, which is just 18 is phenomenal. But when they're being outside, they want bright. It feels like people want brightness. We had a pig pool in the refrigerator. I brought that out, and I was just like, I will take 6 bottles of that right now. Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Super
it is
fun.
one of those wines that, when we have it around, it tends to go pretty quick, whether or not
Well,
we're pouring it.
what other wineries have 100% pig pool? I don't even know. It's got to be Tobless.
Well, Tobless for sure.
Gotta have
the
Tobless.
yes, the benchmark for whites.
Right.
Ryan Peace of Pace-Terre does a really nice pick pool blanc. There's a few more out there. Four Lanterns does a predominant pick pool blanc, but I believe there's a little bit of Claret Blanche in there.
That's what we had today. We did a full draw. I did the GB with Claret Blanche.
Yeah.
On it. I never had Claret Blanche.
It's good. It's very similar to that bright varietal.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of in that same kind of ballpark.
I hope you're about to ask me, like, I want to know, like, what do you want to know from me? Like, are you going to ask me, like, some crazy question right now?
Perhaps. I mean, maybe we're not there yet. We're still unwinding here, man. You were running around all day. No need to rush. So one of the things that I always find interesting, and I feel like other people find interesting too, is like, what did you do before this, and what brought on the transition to the wine industry?
Yeah, great question. So before this, I was fully involved in tech. So I just stumbled upon. I had my own company as a consulting company, and I was helping people with business development strategy and marketing, mostly architects and designers.
Gotcha.
Because before that, I was working at a place called Wet Design. So Wet Design stands for Water Entertainment Technology, and so I worked for the people that did the Bellagio in Las Vegas. So that big old water fountain out there. Yeah. So my role there was to get us to be subs on these projects. So I interfaced with tons of architects and developers. But I transitioned out of that and started my own little like consulting company, helping these. So I go to these huge architecture firms that had 10,000, 11,000 people, get to know these people, and those people would branch out and start their own company. And they were great designers and stuff like that, but they needed a little help with the marketing capacity, just kind of like what do they need to do, how they're going to go about it, what's their brand. And so I got to do that. And along the way, I ran into this company called Arizoo, and it was the coolest thing because I got to know how I got into Arizoo is just relationships. I met someone in New York because working at ESI Design, and it was a digital media company, that digital experience company, and the owner, so the vice president, who was my boss, her husband was a huge cyclist. As you know, I love to cycle, love competition. And he came down to San Diego. I was living in San Diego at the time. And he took one of my classes, and we just hit it off. He's like, hey, I got this idea. Do you want to be a part of this? And I'm like, sure. I had no idea about the SaaS, software as a service. Zero. So I stepped in that company. We had a good run. We had a really good run. It was really interesting. Learned a lot. And then I moved up here for my grandparents, mostly, because they're stubborn, and they have a big property, and they need help with it. And I love them. I think family,
Gotcha.
at the end of the day, guess what? At the end of the day, you know what you have family. And it's really important to me, because I could work remotely, to support them. And they asked for help. I was like, yeah, I will come up and help. And so I came up here, and the software business wind down, and I wanted to do something that was way more hands-on. Way more where you got to get into the funk. And boy, shit. When I joined with you guys, that was like bottling and then harvest.
Yep.
I got right into it. I'm like, what the hell just happened? Loved it, though. Loved it. I mean, it was such an interesting capacity to go into such a boutique winery as we are with 5 of us here, right? We're running this place. And I really fell in love with the industry. I really fell in love with the community, fell in love with... Look, I like wine. I always have. But there's between liking wine and knowing wine. And I feel like I'm knowing wine more than just like... Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that wine tends to be something that people see as this kind of, mysterious, it's kind of, there's behind, it's, there's always another layer to it that kind of keeps it, I don't want to say austere, but just something that people feel uneasy about because they don't fully feel like they know or understand what happens.
Totally.
But it's all about kind of being able to dive in, and I think everyone starts their journey there.
100%. And that's why I love when I'm talking to people on the phone or talking to people here, is that, and what I really, really respected and what you did for the 2018 blends is you wanted my opinion. And I was blown away. I was so Phil, I was so nervous. I was so nervous when you were so what do you think? Like, this is a good wine. But I think we talk about this terminology and these things we use, like reductive, has like fatness to it, right? I think what is important, so Corey Burke, this came over here, right? He's a new person in Paso, going to get Gelfand, and boy, it was just so fun talking to him because he's like, how your term, like for the Picpoul Blanc, I'm like, I feel like this is like, when I have Picpoul, it feels like it's just a beautiful, like, princess ballerina dancing on your palate, right? It's not too overwhelming, but I think people get, like, subjective to, like, they say the wrong terminology.
Yeah.
And I love talking to people like, no, what does it feel like? What do you taste? Like, give me some, like, what's an adjective for this wine that you like, or that comes to you? I think that's the coolest part about wine is it builds community.
Yeah. Oh, it's dialogue. And the dialogue, starts off maybe on what's in the glass and then moves
quickly
right beyond. Yeah.
Quickly transitions into something different. Yeah.
Absolutely. Completely agree. What would you say has surprised you the most on this? It's just about a little over a year.
Over a year now.
Yeah.
It's been a year. What surprised me the most? Harvest. That is no joke. I mean, it is literally, legitly, you're going all day, right? And I guess it's the non-sexy part of wine. it needs to happen, and you do it, and that surprised me a lot. I didn't know how and by the way, these guys let me be the freaking new guy or the F&G. So I had sneakers on. You just let
I'll
me.
never I'll never forget the color they were at the start of the day, and then the color they were at the end of the day. It was two vastly different colors, just to give you an idea.
You just let me do it because you're like, he's got to learn somehow.
Yeah, it's the best way. You can tell somebody something, but there's some lessons are best learned kind of trial by fire-esque. And
Trial by grape.
Yeah,
trial by grape. That shaker table is no joke. That was the most surprising thing. I guess the other most surprising thing for me being here is especially in our place, the amount of roles that we all interplay together is awesome. When we all play, that was really, it's just a really cool capacity. We work as one cohesive team.
Yes, requires everybody constantly working in check with everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody else is kind of what keeps things powered. Otherwise, none of us have the no one, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people can do it all. It requires everybody here to kind of not just do their role, but be able to switch on and switch off different things, different capacities.
That's
all the
why
time.
But that's the best part. I love that. Super cool.
All right, so I know you mentioned, and you've alluded to several times, you're a pretty active guy. So when you're not here, you'll find this guy on the tennis court, on a bike very often. One of my, I used the Map My Ride app maybe 2 or 3 times. This guy challenged me
I did challenge you.
to a calorie burning contest. Nothing that I even stood a chance at attaining. And my only solution, which I didn't resort to, by the way, was to map my ride in my car at 5 miles an hour all over Atascadero. Almost did it just to see.
Just to see.
What
you know
the
what? I've been
reaction
like, oh, dude, that guy's going crazy. I got to jump my bike right now.
But never did quite resort to that. Always very active, always bringing a great energy with that, which is always appreciated. Cause
you know why I'm active, right?
There's a lot of activities here.
You know why I'm active?
Why?
Because I really like wine.
There you go. I can see that.
And my wife, she cooks amazing food, and I really like to eat. So it's part of it, right? It's a part of the thing. I enjoy it. It's a part of the, like, yeah. Today I got up, did yoga, did tennis. After that, I went to Hunter and chipped a little bit. Then I got my friend had shoulder surgery, so I went and got him. It's a gag gift. So he likes really not good beer, really shitty beer.
Gotcha.
Miller High Life, dude.
Oh, it's the champagne of beers, man.
I got him a 6-pack of champagne of beers, and he's a great tennis player. So I really feel bad for him. It's his right shoulder. And I went to the dollar store. I got on the paddle thing that you hit. I'm like, just to keep reflexes somewhat legit. Dropped that off, and then saw Connor and Becca over there at Full Draw, and now I'm here.
And now you're here.
And now I'm here.
And now we're to maybe our unpacking portion here. We'll try to keep this rapid fire because I want you like.
What's our time? Are we done yet? Because I feel like this is gonna get really.
We're
intense.
right there. We're almost. We're like charging to the finish. This is your strong finish at the end of a long run. Pick up the pace.
By the way, do I get to interview you? Can I just put it out there?
Somebody.
I want to. I'll put it.
Fine.
I want to interview you.
And I've taken that into consideration with the questions that I've selected. So no, I'm not.
I get to
consider
you
that.
I
down
just
the road,
know
okay?
I get to interview you back.
I know. I
just
know.
It's on. I'm taking a charge of that for sure.
Oh no, we can have Will interview.
No way! Hell no. Will's not doing it.
Will be on next week. That'll be a whole nother fun unpacking that we can do.
You know who you talk about, right?
He is the wizard of TH. He's behind the curtain the time, making everything happen. So
I agree.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, I agree. Do you know what you need to talk to him about though?
We'll see.
Oh,
we'll see.
Bring it up.
All right, Brandon.
Right.
If you had to compare yourself to an animal, what animal would it be and why?
If I had to compare myself to an animal, what animal would I be and why? Well, I would think that my personality is kind of very bright and outgoing. I consider myself kind of adept at athleticism. So what animal would... And I burst to speeds. That's boring, though. I would say a cheetah, but that's like, okay. Maybe a mancoon.
Okay, mancoon it is. I like that.
I think a mancoon for sure. Because, like, they can lounge, but they're freaking big, right? And, like, they can pounce. Yeah, I do mancoon.
All right. I like it. Would you rather have a lifetime subscription to Netflix or an unlimited gift card to Starbucks?
Oh, I love my caffeine.
Yeah, I figured this one was. I would have guessed
caffeine
out
all
the
day.
gate.
Like I don't
on a value proposition alone.
Talking about the shows that I'm watching right now. You know who I'm really? Have you watched the Amazon show called The Boys?
No, I have not.
Oh, it's all about superheroes that are dicks. It's really good. You should watch it.
I'll check it out.
It's totally it's the juxtaposition of superheroes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I like that. I like that.
It's really funny. It's a really good job. Okay.
All right. Would you rather drink only white varietals, any varietal, or only Cabernet Sauv if you had to have one wine selection?
Oh my gosh, I mean that's not even a question. So what's interesting about this is that when I first before I started working with you guys, I was going to do Cab Sauvs and Chardonnays. That's kind of my jam. Easy to do. Go get it. Go to Albertsons, get a 6-pack. And call it a day. Well, I can't do. Cabs are hard for me now. It's very green pepper, pears. I love green bell pepper. I love red bell peppers and everything, but pears flavor. So I'm 100% going to lean to more of, honestly, the Rhone style of whites. I just think they're very versatile. Because think of it, our Pic Bowl Blanc is so different from our Gap Cuvée.
Yeah,
it's just night and day, and I just love that aspect of it. It's really. It's refreshing to have that. So you can, it's a kind of deserted island. What'd you do? I'm like, well, I'm going to want to have Rhones. So I can have, like, on a hot day, have the Pic Bowl Blanc, and, like, it's kind of a mellow night. I'm going to have the Gap Cuvée.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to slowly pepper these in there because I just need to convert more people into white wines. They're fantastic.
They
very, very underrated. Very underrated wines.
I agree.
If you could only watch shows or movies featuring one actor or actress, who would it be and why?
Well, I just literally talked to my daughter about this last night. It's crazy. So one of my look, I don't watch a lot of movies over and over again, but there's one I do, The Edge of Tomorrow.
I don't know that I've seen The Edge of Tomorrow.
Okay,
you can add it to my.
It's Tom Cruise.
Okay.
Tom Cruise.
Okay.
Edge of Tomorrow. It's like Groundhog Day for adults.
Yeah.
It's
I do know the premise. That does ring a bell.
Right. I mean, it is so good. But also I love one of my favorite, we said actor, but one of my favorite directors is Quentin. I mean, because it's so weird how he does things. Like so I took video film for 4 years. His edits are so super edited. Like, there's it's just so edited. Because most cuts are very, like, you want them seamless. He makes it really
dramatic.
Yeah. And then, on top of that, there's a scene where they're like, it's pretty gory. And he has happy music playing in the background. Like, the best one, golly gee. What is that one where it's that movie and they're, like, in the scene and, golly gee, I forget the name of it. I just remember being so like, I don't get it. My brain couldn't. Is a happy song, and they're literally torturing somebody. I was like, it's awesome, and all the Kill Bills are just ridiculous.
Those are very entertaining.
It's so entertaining. Remember when she was in the black box?
Yeah,
in the coffin, you felt like I felt trapped.
Yeah, no, he does a great job. I love those movies.
Yeah.
These days, with the daughter Faith at home.
Yeah.
You know what we're watching?
Frozen.
We're Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid old school?
3 times in a day. It was. I actually really enjoyed the music from that movie.
Dude, it's pretty darn good.
If I had to go Disney soundtracks, that would be way up there.
Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
It's got kind of like a little reggae-esque vibe to some of it, kind of island vibe for stuff. And hey, I like that.
You know what? I think the next time that we do bottling,
we can play that.
It's busted.
I think that either Cyril or Will or the barrel bottler, someone might get mad at me, but I can do that all day.
I got your back.
Okay. If you had a catchphrase, what would it be?
If I had a catchphrase, well, golly, I don't know about a catchphrase. I guess one of the things that I grew up with, and so it's just Father's Day, right? So I got on the horn with my dad on Sunday. We did a FaceTime. It's not necessarily a catchphrase, but something that's always really, I guess just between the two of us, is he calls me BTF. He's called me from all his life. He just calls it it's BTF, Baron Thomas Faulkner. And it's something that we share. And when I FaceTimed him, right, he's like, "What's up, BTF?" I love it.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? It's just something that is really powerful for me, something that we share. What your catchphrase would be for me?
I don't know. I was trying to think of what it would be.
Anything come to mind? Like,
I don't know. Actually, probably would have been something along the lines of "Where's the coffee?"
Where's the coffee? No, I do. I guess one of the things, other things that Tina and I are really working on, is a catchphrase is we really try to. It's just gonna sound weird because I guess I have a lot of energy, possibly. Is be present.
Yeah, gotcha.
We read this really cool thing out of called Deepak Chopra. Everybody knows Deepak. And today was the law of karma, or cause and effect. And the biggest thing you can take away from that is we think we make choices all the time, right? And the choices that we make can be either conscious or unconscious. And most of the time, they're unconscious. So today's law was about conscious choice making and trying to make conscious choices, which is such an interesting thing because we're so affected by outside circumstances that lead to unconscious choice making.
Oh yeah.
It's weird.
We could get deeper into that.
Oh, I love that subject. We can talk about this all day. I know.
I feel like there's a whole lot of stuff that way going on these days.
I know.
You only get one meal a day. What meal is it and why?
Oh my gosh, only one meal a day?
Yeah.
What meal is it and why? I'm going with. Well, I mean, I'm going to say a steel cut oatmeal because you can do so much with it. But you only get steel cut oatmeal. Can I put anything in it?
You're taking it one step farther than I need. Just breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Oh.
Or brunch is acceptable too.
Breakfast all day.
Okay.
I mean, I love breakfast for dinner. That's like one of my favorite things. So good. And by the way, I specifically breakfast burritos. I mean, I could have those all the time.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. It was always we did birthday meals growing up, and I was breakfast.
Yeah?
Breakfast meals all the time.
Hold on. How was Surf and Turf?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Yeah?
Turned out really well, yeah.
That's awesome. He did a Surf and Turf for Father's Day, and got some good wine there, too. So
I did my best Julian Assayo impersonation of a ribeye, so it turned out pretty good.
Yeah?
Turned out pretty good.
Nice. What'd you do?
Oh.
That's such a... Okay, all right. We'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it later.
We'll see you soon at LPC, by the way, Julian, if you're watching.
Yeah, huh?
We'll see you July 5th.
Okay, I got one more for you.
Last one. Okay, last one.
Congrats, you won a free flight to anywhere in the world. Where are you going?
Oh.
And are you ever coming back?
Yeah, no. So most likely, this is a team effort here. So Tina and I have talked about this. It's not just... Love those. What kind of birds are those, by the way?
The little really bright ones are sandpipers.
The sandpipers?
Yeah.
We would probably... What we want to do is we want to go to... obviously, for us, we want to go out to France. And we want to go to the Rhone region and really get in depth. We've actually mapped it out a little bit. We'd bike through it.
Nice.
Yeah, we'd bike, and our plan is, we actually kind of made a plan here. So our daughter's turning 21, and so we want to take her out there. She wouldn't bike with us necessarily. She'd just meet us places. But she would drive. We'd get into an RV, and we'd drive. So she'd go ahead, go out there, and we'd ride out. And so I really want to do that. I don't know if I'd never come back or not. I don't know. I think I would. I love this life. I love the Central Coast. The Central Coast is like quintessential community, quintessential family. Just getting to know people, like it's just I love it. I love it out here. I would never want. This is our spot.
On a day like today, with the weather being what it is, yes,
Yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome, man.
For sitting down with me. This is the producer B.
Bruce, we here been for a year now, dude. So it's like
yeah.
I feel like I'm like getting more and more part of the team. I mean, I always felt very accepted by you guys, but like now being here a year, it's pretty cool. It's pretty darn cool.
You kind of know a little bit of what to expect. if the if the rest of the world will cooperate. A little bit of what to expect from us here.
Well, I know your personality is much better for sure.
Yeah. I
know.
would think so.
You're not. By the way, Phil's nonverbals are very loud. Carol,
So
you know what I'm talking
so
about.
I've been told.
Talking about. So what's happening next week? So you gonna Will's on the docket next week?
We will have Will
Dude,
Freeman.
I know his
Wow,
nickname.
Will Free. Yeah.
I know his nickname though. Wizard Will.
All right.
Wizard Will for sure.
Maybe we'll put his nicknames to get
What do you think
everyone's
his wine-
nicknames.
What do you think his wine choice is going to be?
I do not know.
Oh, neither do I.
I'm thinking he'll probably go 46,
I
1746.
I feel you. I feel that.
17 hedge maybe, even though we have none of that left. He might go be as gutsy as to go that direction. Either way, we will see. We will unpack Will a little bit next week. Learn a little bit more about him. Learn a little bit more about what we have kind of going on the day-to-day here.
Yep. He's a compliance master.
He is a compliance master.
Hey, can I help ask? Can I please put some questions in?
You definitely can.
Sweet.
And anybody out there can also put their questions
Oh
in.
yeah, I love that.
It's not too often that you get to ask Will questions.
It's not.
He does a good job of being elusive. And
But
he's plenty busy all the time.
He's elusive and busy,
Yeah.
but super true. You know what I mean?
Yeah, super true. Really
super
friendly guy.
Yeah, for sure.
7
Frisbee golf. He wants to eat frisbee golf. No, he's not. He's a friendly guy, but he wants to beat you in everything.
Well, welcome to the team.
That's true.
Welcome to the team.
That's true.
So thank you for hanging out with us.
Yeah, thanks.
If you're enjoying these pond vibes, come on out. We are now back open and operating out here. And man, oh man, if you're out here, especially in the morning or in the evening, it is pretty killer.
I'd say glorious. Yeah, glorious.
Yeah, I mean, this is we've been kind of waiting to do this kind of stuff out by the pond, and it is the proper time now. So head on out if you're interested in some Pic Pool Blanc, which I gotta agree with Brandon here, tasting pretty fantastic right now. Then give us a call, shoot us an email. We'll hook it up. It's not easy to get your hands on. It's not. I don't think it's posted anywhere. But we do have a little bit left, and we'd be happy to get that to you.
Next Tuesday, 5 p.m., Will Freeman.
Yep.
Miss Freeman, Lee, get on the horn. Set it on the calendar. All right. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Bye.